teach you another simple technique that you can use to energy test yourself. Energy testing is one of the tools that I think is probably in my top 3 of things that you just simply need to know. Probably the first and most important thing I think you need to know is to have a really great relationship with yourself. And one of the ways that you can have a great relationship with yourself is learning to love yourself. Love all those icky, sticky parts of yourself that you don't like or that you reject in yourself. Learn to love them. Learn to accept them. Learn to forgive them. And also, you want to learn how your energy moves and flows. So having that relationship with yourself is not only that relationship with the thoughts you're having, the feelings you're having, but also your energy system. And what better way to really learn your energy system than learning to energy test? Energy test is simply a biofeedback tool, and it's a way that we can test the body. My name is Kelly Getz, and I have been teaching people how to energy test themselves since 2007. And it is a tool that we can use not only to test our clients and our loved ones, but also to test ourselves. Why is that so helpful? The reason is, as soon as we start using one of the energy testing tools for ourselves or for our clients, the body gets on board. It's like the body finally feels like it's being heard, it's being listened to. You're actually seeking information from the body and finding out ways it is out of balance that needs support. So for somebody that's really young, like my daughter, our daughter is 12, and when I energy test her, her energy moves really quickly. So I end up not having to do so much because once the body knows that we are connecting with it and that we are discovering what it needs, it starts to self-correct. For somebody that's older, it might take a little bit longer to hold those corrections, but it will still meet you with that energy test and give you really great information. All right, so let's get started. The test we're going to learn today is the leg test. It's actually connected to one of the meridians, the small intestine meridian. We're going to be using the quadriceps and we're going to be using the leg test. Now, let's know a little bit about the small intestine meridian, because the small intestine meridian, one of its jobs is at the end of that digestive cycle where it is actually discerning and deciding where the vitamins need to go, who needs it in your body. So it's a really great test that you can use. And when you do, it's like tapping into your ability to naturally discern. The other thing I really like about the leg test is that it's a really great way to qualify and to be able to get true-false information. It's easy to do if you're sitting at a restaurant and you want to work with a menu and see if you want to point at something and just test as you connect to the vibration of it. So it's really easy to do. You can do it discreetly. Not that you want to hide this, but you know what? Let's face it, not everybody's energy testing themselves yet. So it's kind of nice to have some tools that you can do and use for yourself that are going to give you some great structure and some great information. All right, so let's first set it up. I'm a big proponent. I've taught a lot of people energy testing, and one of the things that people can do is they can skip over some of the setup. And I think the setup is especially important when you're learning to energy test. So how you're going to do this is you are going to lift your leg up. I hope you can see that. And so I've got my knee up, I've got my quad right here, and I can see my toes. And so I'm going to put my hand on my quadriceps, and I'm simply going to say out loud, hold strong, and then I'm going to push. So I'm going to say hold strong and push. It's nice and strong. Now, we want to break up the energy. We want to make sure that this test is a viable test, meaning it's going to respond the way you would expect it to respond when you break up the energy. So we are going to pinch the quadricep. We're just going to go pinch, pinch. I'm going to say hold strong, and I'm going to push. This time my leg goes down. Now, I always want to repair the energy or make it nice, so I just give it a little figure 8 there, and then I'm going to say hold strong, so I've got a strong test again. Now, we know right now at this point in time that when I push down and I say hold strong, it's holding strong all by itself, so I don't have a weak muscle. That tells me so far so good. When I break up the energy by pinching it, it's also telling me that that little bit of stress, all we're doing is we're creating a little bit of stress in this energy flow that's moving through my leg. I'm going pinch, pinch, and I'm pushing down, it goes weak. You would expect that with a little bit of stress. Then we're repairing it simply by making figure eights or just smoothing out the muscle, just to remind the energy that it's okay to keep moving forward. Next we want to do is we want to give it a series of true-false. So we always want to make it in a statement, not in a question like, do you think it might be sunny tomorrow? Or, should I do XYZ? We don't want to do those kind of questions. We want to do basic questions like, my name is Kelly, hold strong, nice and strong. My name is Sam, hold strong. My name is not Sam, so it went weak. I like to come back to the truth. My name is Kelly. Great. Now, birthdays, where you live is a great one to ask. So my birthday, keep this in mind, January 15th. My birthday is April 22nd. My birthday's January 15th. We have 2 kids, but we actually have one in heaven. So we're going to say, I have 3 kids. I have 3 kids, hold strong. Let's see what happens if I did 2 kids. I have 2 kids. Nah. All right, doesn't quite work. So, I live in Naperville, Illinois. Hold strong. I live in Fiji. Not today. So we want to go through a series of true-false. Once you feel like you are rock solid, you know your yes, you know your no, and it's showing up in the same light. So every yes question is showing up as a yes by holding strong. Every no question is going weak. Now we can bring, oh shoot, I forgot the oil. Now we can bring the substance or whatever we're testing. I happened to grab an oil just because it was the easy thing to grab, but you could test for water, you can test for drinks, you can test for food, whatever it is. Eventually, the more you learn to energy test, you'll be able to test for your meridians, your chakras. You'll be able to test for a wide variety of things. But we're starting with supplements because it is a common thing that you're going to be doing multiple times a day. And so it's a great way to start and a great way to get to know your energy. So we're going to hold that to your solar plex. We're going to hold our leg up and we're going to say, hold strong. My body doesn't want this oil right now. I guess I don't need it. So you can take several different supplements, hold them to your solar plex. The ones that test strong are the ones that would be good for you in this moment in time. Anything that tests weak, you don't need right now. Does that mean that you can't ever have it? No. It simply means you need to test. So when you decide, maybe the next day, I'll try this again, and if it holds strong, then I'll use it. But for right now, I'm going to listen to my body. The one thing I'm going to say, if you are going to have that chocolate cake, that ice cream, whatever it is that you are desiring, you don't want to test. If you know you're going to do it no matter what, then love up the thing that you're about to eat. Thump your spleen meridian, rub those neurolymphatic points, say, here it comes, stomach, and give those points a series of thumps and taps and attention for having those items. But you wouldn't want to test something that you know you're going to eat no matter what. It's like telling the body that. It's like, well, you said no, and I'm going to override you, and I'm going to do it anyway. That doesn't ever work. So test when you really want to know what your body desires, and don't test if you're going to override it. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, certainly leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them for you. But until we meet again, I hope you start practicing self-testing yourself. My name is Kelly, and I am wishing you an